5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Running, but I get nowhere. I'm a wreck, but I'm having a ball. Got friends in high places, but I'm stuck to the ground, and I still got 2 meters to fall. Burn the bridges that I need the most, and watch the water grow too deep to board. Plan ideas, but the plans collapse. To be hell, they win in stores. I age a little, I'm still immature. I'm a mess with a smile, but I'm feeling fine. And if you're willing, there's a cure.
Mike's going hot.
Driving till the sun comes up.
You're now listening to Level 3 Radio.
It's Level 3 Radio. Thanks for tuning in. This is the first Level 3 Radio show brought to you by Talkwad Network. We are now live via the station Nerdcore Radio. You can check us out on the web. Take a look and see the web streaming. Yeah, there you go. That's me. Yeah, I'm not quite sure adding video is a great element. I'm not sure I'm the greatest looking dude, but that's all right. I'm sure it'll be interesting from time to time. So, Level 3 Radio. How did it happen? Well, this is actually show 15, as you saw in the opener. Shows 1 through 14 were done as a podcast from my home, featuring various guests and that sort of thing. I'll kind of get you up to speed. If you want to check those out, level3radio.tumblr.com. Level 3 Radio is all spelled out in Tumblr, as you know, because it is the internet age, so I'm sure you're aware. Tumblr's spelled kind of screwed up. TUMBLR. There you go. So check those out if you want. If you want to catch up on the past episodes and see who I had on. Largely, a lot of those guys will be back on via web because I am actually originally from Lansing, Michigan. So a lot of my guests in the early shows were when I was still living up there and things like that. So I'll probably have them phone in and send us some tracks, and they're all down to let you hear some of the new stuff. So awesome. So I am Joshua. I am Level 3. Let's see. So right now we're on nerdcoreradio.com and also Talkwad Network. So I did move to Tampa Bay area in August. Okay. I was watching this documentary called Craigslist Joe. It's a pretty sweet documentary about this gentleman who gives up everything he has except for a cell phone, and it has no contacts in it, and he can only survive based upon the people who help him out through Craigslist who he contacts. So it's pretty interesting to see what happens to him. So I kind of got to thinking, hey, what would happen if I just kind of looked at Craigslist to see what's going on in this area? So I went ahead and took a look, and I found out there's this collection of internet radio that's going on. It's the Talkwad Radio Network, and it's awesome. So I gave Nolan a call, a guy who's in charge of running this thing, and met up with him, came down to the studio in Clearwater, and hopped on Buddha's portal. Good on Buddha, good on Nolan. It was amazing. So lo and behold, here I am, Talkwad Radio, just kind of kicking it, doing the show, but in a different way, hopefully to a new audience, hopefully getting out there and spreading the word. So what is the show? Level 3 Radio. Get you caught up to speed. So the name comes from the quote. I think it's just a general quote. I don't know if there's anybody in specific who said it. It's one of those things. But small people talk about things. Average people talk about people. And great people talk about ideas. So the idea is to try and be on level 3, that ideas level as often as possible, and to take issues and get them to that point so we can kind of know what's going on and talk about things on a real level. So and the mission, realistically, is just to spread the best. You know, we take the seemingly innocuous, we turn it on its head, we talk on it like it's important, and maybe sometimes we learn something. You know, a lot of times we'll hear some artists or some musicians we've never heard of who maybe stretch our minds in a different way, and that inspires us to go out and do some things of our own. And that really is the point. It's art, music, ideas, and the big focus is on doing. So if I can inspire a couple people out there in the Tampa Bay area to maybe do something, or maybe beyond the Tampa Bay area to do something, try something new, that's my mission. So that's why I'm here. All right. So I am grateful to have known several artists, musicians, actors, painters, sculptors, all kinds of things throughout my life, and staying in touch with them and staying inspired, figuring out what's going on in their stories. And so essentially, that's what the show is about, is reaching out to those people just to see what's going on and gain different perspectives and share them with you guys. So I did originally grow up in Lansing, Michigan. I went ahead and moved to Charlotte, North Carolina, just because I was crazy. I wanted to throw my shit in the back of a car and see what happened. And life happened, which, as it turns out, is pretty awesome. So went ahead and lived there for a while, played music, met a ton of people, and very happy with that. Very happy with that experience. And wound up moving to Naples, Florida. Met some more people, played some more music, went back home for a little bit to Lansing, and missed Florida because it is terribly cold up there, especially this time of year. So I am back. I'm back, and Tampa Bay is definitely where I wanted to be, so I'm very happy to be here, and very happy to start getting ingrained in the community. So I definitely want to meet all the local artists, musicians, bands, anyone out there who really wants to get some exposure. That's my goal, is to reach out to them and to see what's going on. So see what's going on in the Tampa Bay area, spread it out there. So going back as far as the old shows, just to give you an idea of where we've been, we've talked about such amazing ideas as improving the god-awful drive-through Indiana using cardboard cutouts of cities, put them up to make it look more interesting. We've talked about dinosaur erections. We had a contest to find out the worst superhero ever, and then tried to get some people to dress up as it. And clearly we have a classy show here, so definitely worth tuning in. We will have a couple guests on this show. My brother John Thomas Peak will be phoning in from Lansing, giving us a shout out to see what's going on there. And we will later on in the show actually be hearing from my fiance Sarah, who will be calling in, and I'm pretty excited for that. So just to start it off, because we are wrapping up the holiday season here. I hope everybody out there had a great holiday season. I hope you did everything that was magical for you guys. I'm very interested in holiday traditions, so I'm going to be asking about some holiday traditions and see if I can find some fun ones to bring out there. But one of the highlights for me was getting to create new traditions, because I did have my fiance from Lansing flew down here. And, well, she's from Wisconsin originally, but she's in Lansing right now. Flew down here, hung out with me. We started our own kind of traditions, as it was our first Christmas together. How cute. Oh, how cute. But we made macaroni and cheese and then watched Home Alone 1, much like the scene in the show where he makes the macaroni and cheese before the robbers come. So we decided to do that. That was really fun. And we watched Christmas Vacation the day before. Watched Home Alone 2 immediately after Home Alone 1, obviously, and made s'mores. Who makes s'mores anymore? I had some people over my house the other day, and we were talking about that. I was like, hey, man, I got some stuff for s'mores, and they look at me like I'm 12. They're like, what? I mean, I guess it's weird maybe if you're making them off a stovetop. That's kind of what we were doing. Just heating up the stovetop and doing the marshmallow thing off of that. And it wasn't even like a gas stove. But it happened. I mean, we just put them on the stovetop. Like, is that normal?
Well, me and my ex used to do it on the oven coils.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So it's not as weird as you think.
All right. So I'm not weird. Like, yeah, my guys are looking at me like I'm 12. They're like, what are you doing? Like, who makes s'mores? But, dude, they're good. That's not an age thing. Sugar is not an age thing, right? Hey, man, introduce yourself to my listeners, because I do have an engineer now. I'm super excited about it.
Yes, I am Frodo, the engineer.
Frodo. All right.
It's That's what I go by around here. I used to have real bushy hair, so
Yeah.
I looked like a hobbit, and it kind of stuck.
Nice, man. Frodo, it is. Frodo is my engineer. He will be helping me out. I'm loving it because all the technical stuff, like I'm good at it, but it takes a lot of time. And Frodo's gonna be making that happen, making the magic happen for you. The video and all this stuff. This is beautiful, man. Thank you. You guys do awesome work here. Like it all sounds professional. It feels professional.
I appreciate it. We do a lot of hard work for you guys.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Awesome. So, something else that I watched. I think this was actually before the holidays a little bit, but it's very pertinent to the show. And I was rewatching some scenes from it the other day, actually, because it kind of blew my mind. It's a documentary from 2006. I know I'm super behind the times, but whatever. It's called Before the Music Dies. It's kind of a documentary on the change of the record industry, for better or for worse. Just kind of an objective take on it, about the consolidation and larger companies eventually being in charge of the radio and the record industries and things like that. And obviously I've never been at the top of the food chain for that stuff, and I haven't really known too many people who were. I've met a few bigger bands, and I know some bands who got bigger from high school and things like that. But I mean, realistically, it's I don't have too much experience with the top, so maybe I'm a little bit biased. Just going to throw that out there. But I do feel like these larger and larger corporations picking the music, picking what's on the air, what's not, whose album gets released, and in what order, who gets promoted, and things like that. It feels like it's swaying the record industry in the wrong direction, and music in general. So that's kind of what this documentary is about, is like showing what happens. And yeah, like I said, it may be biased, but I don't know. I think I'm probably right. Isn't that the way it is with opinions? But so I mean, realistically, you have this influx of pop, this music that's coming out, and it's all this sugar coated, very light, easy listening kind of music, and it's the first time you hear it, you're like, all right, this has got some hooks, I can listen to it. But then you start wondering, like, what else is going on? Like, you get kind of sick of it, and you're like, all right, I need a new song. I need something else to listen to because I'm sick of this one. So I'm just wondering if maybe the recording industry's consolidating is ultimately ending up with these, front-loaded pop tunes that you can listen to, but we're missing out on our Bob Dylans and our Bruce Springsteens and our people who put out things that are really. Oh yeah, I think it's my brother probably calling in. Let's do it. Hey, what's going on, John?
Hello?
Yeah, it's my brother, John.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, dude. Hey, thanks for calling in, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome. I was just actually talking about music and how it's kind of changing through the ages.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about the kind of how record industries and they're getting bigger, so it's a little bit they're putting out different things, like a lot of pop tunes, and we don't have as many like bands that are pushing the envelope anymore. They're kind of doing what's safe.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think, man? Like, do you feel like there's any bands these days that are coming out that are really doing anything like super new, pushing the envelope?
Not really. I think too many bands and singers are kind of like changing up their styles to fit what people like, and they're not sticking to what got them into the business or what they like.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to call it selling out, but that's basically what they're doing.
Well, I think maybe selling out is a term that we can adapt for this. I don't think it necessarily is what it originally started out as, but yeah, maybe it can adapt for this.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a fan of somebody, I think you're going to listen to them regardless, because there are a lot of bands that like I grew up liking, and they have changed their sound throughout the years, but I still like them because I'm a fan.
Absolutely.
I mean, I might not like them as much as I did at one point, but I mean, I'm true to them because I'm just a fan of them.
Absolutely, man. So, actually, you bring up an interesting point, which is some bands may be doing something different. They may be pushing an envelope, but then once they get put onto this bigger stage by like a large recording industry, they are kind of influenced in the direction to do something that's more simple or pop-based, so that it'll sell more records.
Yeah, exactly, because their record company or whoever they're signed with wants them to do what's popular.
Yeah. So it's a bit of maybe it's a bit of a incorrect statement to say that there's nothing out there that's pushing the envelope. I mean, I definitely know some musicians who are doing something different. For example, Dalton DeShane came from Lansing and Holt, Michigan, and moved out to New York now. So good on Dalton DeShane because he's really living the lifestyle out there. I'm proud of him. But he's more theatrical. He was an actor, and he's kind of doing songs that have like and albums that have this like story theme. So like one song builds on another and it tells an ongoing story, which I know is like a concept album, right? But his music is entirely centered around it, and it's storyteller based. So that's definitely not something you hear on the radio, and I wish it was.
No, definitely.
I wish it was.
Definitely. That's actually something you don't hear a lot of. Well, I shouldn't say a lot of, but you don't hear it nearly as much as you used to.
What is storytelling?
No, yeah, like storytelling through an album.
Yeah, man. I feel like you got a lot of baby, oh.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Hey, good on those guys. I mean, I gotta say, Justin Bieber is like, he's a cool personality. Like, you know, whatever, man. If you're into pop music, do it. I'm not hating on that. I'm just saying, like, I feel like the whole of the music scene is changing, and I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
One-to-one pop stars are fine, though.
I tend to like the albums that tell a story, though, because I think it's more artistic that way.
Yeah, and I feel like maybe there's a song that you'll listen to that you won't right away be like, hey, that's awesome. But then 2 months later, you might be like, wow, that song's really good.
Yeah, right.
And it's got depth to it, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, I brought up the subject not to be a downer and not to hate on people, because the point of the show is definitely not to hate on people, but it's to talk about what's out there and kind of look for those things. So we recognize that the recording industry is different, and we recognize the recording industry and the radio scene and all the big level stuff is really kind of pushing out what's different and what's cutting edge. And my show is alternatively going in and trying to find it and bring it out to a bigger audience so that we can make sure that we give them that stage that they rightfully deserve for being cutting edge.
Right.
So the music you'll hear on Level 3 Radio, typically going to be struggling lower middle class musicians trying to grind it out. Talent, it's all talent that I want to promote and help out. And hey, if anyone out there listening wants to hear their music, or if they know of something awesome they want to pass along to me, definitely send me a link or an email and let me know about it at level3radio@gmail.com. All spelled out, no numeric in there. It's all spelled out, level3radio@gmail.com. Yeah, man, drop me a line, because I'm definitely trying to get involved in the Tampa Bay music scene so I can figure out what's going on. Art scene as well. I mean, any show graphics or anything that I do, so far has been done on my own. It's been kind of a dream of mine to get somebody out there to do it. So, hey, if I find something I like, that's awesome. Awesome. So, John.
Yeah?
What have you been up to, man?
You know, well, I'm fighting a cold right now. It's that time of year with all the weather changes and everything. I'm fighting a cold, but not a whole lot. Just been working. Getting ready for you to come back home for about a week.
Yes, sir.
That's going to be awesome.
Uh-huh. So I will be heading back up to Michigan. I think it's on the 15th I'm flying up there. So my next show, actually my second show, I'm going to see if I can pre-record. Actually, Frodo, if you're listening, can I pre-record a show and then give it to you guys just to play?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because the next week I'll actually be in Michigan, but I don't want to not have a show. But cool, awesome. I'll record it and then let them have that. So my viewers out there, you won't have a video, so you won't get to look at my pretty face. But maybe that'll make the show better. Maybe the ratings will go up. Awesome. So yeah, I mean, as far as that goes next week, I will be in Michigan and I'll be seeing my family and things like that. I haven't been able to be up there due to work and holidays and that sort of thing. But I will be back up there to see you, man. What do you want to do?
Whatever you want to do. We'll probably definitely end up downtown, I'm sure.
Oh, cool. Hey, what's up? How you doing? This is Level 3 Radio.
Dispense with the pleasantries. I've got a problem.
You've got a problem?
Yes.
What's the problem?
Was that Frodo's voice I heard on the microphone?
Yes, it was.
Frodo wouldn't engineer my show, but he comes and engineers yours?
Oh, no. What's up, Buddha?
How are you doing?
Oh, man, fantastic. I'm so glad to be on the show. I'm so glad to be on the network. Thanks for calling, man.
And by the way,
You're
Buddha's the
welcome,
one
man.
that abandoned me.
Buddha abandoned you? What happened? What's the story, man?
I think Adam was eating too much chili, and it was just affecting the studio.
Was that not... When you describe the situation, my first guess would be Buddha, to be honest. if someone is affecting the studio with the chili. Was it you or was it Frodo?
No, Buddha was all Chinese food.
Oh. I thought you said you were going to stop eating the Chinese food before shows.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, man.
So I got a question for you.
What's that?
You're looking for artists of what kind?
Yes, sir, man. Any kind. I'm looking for musicians. I'm looking for people who paint. I'm looking for people who make sculptures of their own poo. I'm looking for anyone who does anything that has any sort of artistic value so that I can give them a bigger stage. Because realistically, I'm just trying to bring the cool art out there and the cool music to the masses.
Cool. Then I guess I have some photos for you. Anyway, I was just checking that because I heard you say something a few minutes ago about how you're looking for an artist to, that you did something and you're like, oh, I want the other person to come on too if I could find some of them. Who are you talking about?
I was talking about all my show art that I've done thus far has just been like random pictures off the internet with like text over it, like straight up paint style, MS Paint.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, to do like art for the show, pictures, anything like that, like I definitely want to partner with people because really I just kind of want to be a central hub and give people different exposures.
Uh-huh.
And you are into photography, sir.
I'm also into Photoshop.
Photoshop and photography. Well, it's a good thing. Those are a great blend, sir. How would you feel about doing a little bit of? How'd you feel about doing a little bit of art for me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, man. Awesome.
I can make a 500-pound chick look like 800 pounds.
Can you do the opposite? Because I put on some weight over the holidays. Can you maybe take it off?
I think I can only trim about 5 pounds off of someone before it starts getting bad that it's Photoshop. So I can give you a light tuck.
A light tuck, all right.
Maybe I can balloon the crotch a little bit to make it look like you got something down there.
I just want to throw
Nice
in there
shot.
that Buddha never called my show.
Oh, I feel special,
Yes,
man.
I did. No, yes, I did call your stupid show. You never picked up.
It wasn't my fault.
Yes, it was. You were running the show because Nolan was out. That was actually before you started engineering anyway. So Nolan stepped down, and you and your friend were talking back and forth, and I was calling, and no one picked up.
Yeah, that's Nolan's fault.
That's Nolan. He has to go eat his fucking candy.
Oh, Nolan. When I was
Oh,
out
yeah.
at the Tampa
That's okay.
studio, he went home to kiss his daughter goodnight. What a jerk.
What?
when I was out at the Tampa studio, remember last week? We were out at the studio, and the reason we stepped out for a minute is because Nolan wanted to go home and kiss his daughter goodnight.
Oh, yeah.
What a jerk, right?
Yeah, total shitty father.
I know, right? Why wouldn't he stay there and work? What a jerk. Those people were in the studio wondering where Nolan was. Man.
Yeah, you never know, man. We could have actually gotten a call from the president to do a good show.
Dude, what if that happened? What if you got a phone call from the president and they were like, "Hey, look, Talk Wild Radio's blowing up. We need you to talk to the president."
Yeah, we need you to go on a mission.
Dude. A radio mission. I'm saying when you said that the president or somebody from the government would call to say we need you to go on a mission, I'm thinking of what kind of mission that they would put you on. They would put someone on, and I'm thinking I want to be part of that.
Yeah, but what if the mission is to find out who's been putting weed in the elementary school lunches? I mean, that's fucking fun, but that's boring.
Yeah, it's kind of boring. But I'm sure it would wind up being pretty fun.
But I'm sure if I could keep what I caught.
Yeah, that's what I'm
that'd be great.
saying. Well, I mean, realistically, they're not going to know how much you found. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, if I lose some weight while I'm doing it, I could say I just, look like I'm still fat just by patting my stomach with, quarters and shit.
Oh man, it's like that Family Guy episode where Peter eats all the nickels.
Oh God, that was fucking horrible. Oh my God, I'm blind.
My favorite part of that is the nickels jingling before he goes to bed with Lois.
Oh.
So good, so good.
All right, well, are you going to be at the studio?
Yeah, dude, I'm doing the Clearwater thing. It's a little bit closer to me.
Okay, Alana, yeah, you're going back to Clearwater?
Yeah, man. Wait,
All right.
Are you saying am I going to Tampa eventually?
No, where are you going to be after this show, your home? Is it going to be Tampa studio or Clearwater?
I think I'm staying at Clearwater. I'm not sure. I'll have to talk to Nolan. I can really do either one. I mean, I think this one's slightly closer, but doesn't matter to me. Those Tampa studios are awesome, man.
Yeah, but this one's better managed.
If I got Frodo, man, I'm staying here.
Yeah, we should all the nerds came to Tampa except Adam.
Oh man, we kept him here, huh? What's
Cthulhu came over, I came over, you're over here.
Huh? Should I
I
come?
think Adam needs to find some minions.
Yeah, Adam, can you get someone to do this gig and then come with me over to Tampa? What if we go over there and join all the nerds?
I'm working on it.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've already officially been titled as Engineer Overlord. So I need minions now.
Yes.
Nerd alert!
Yes. Oh man.
Did you guys watch Big Bang Theory tonight?
Oh, I did not.
No, I don't watch that shit.
What?
I know you don't watch that shit.
You're kidding,
Adam
right?
doesn't like when people make fun of him.
It's too much of a farce.
It's funny, man.
And now the Flash is like super popular and it's pissing me off.
Oh man, pop culture is a funny thing. It is a funny
yeah.
thing.
I got another question for you, sir.
What's that?
What is the square root of 10,001?
Oh shit. This is one of those things
I'm
where
just
like
kidding.
yeah.
I'm just kidding. Well, I know you're looking for all types of artists and their music and all that. What type of music do you yourself lean towards?
Oh man, I'm kind of all over the map. I mean, realistically, I think that my heart's always going to be with like folk Americana stuff. I think that's originally the reason I moved to North Carolina. But I played in like a power pop band. I played in a metal band. I'm all over the map. I mean, I like I know dubstep's real big with the kids these days. I can listen to a little bit of it, but I think more the band side. But yeah, I don't know. What are you into, man?
Me?
Yeah, what are you into?
Dude, I've got some years that I only listen to country for like 6 months. There's some years that I listen to death metal for a few days, But honestly, I listen to everything also. My least favorite would have to be mainstream. See, I've been trying to think about this the other day because I've been trying to change my life and how I perceive things or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like, I can't say the words I want to say about the type of music, but let's just say it goes along the lines of, old Wild 98.7 hip-hop and rap, shit like that. But then it would be totally wrong for me not to say that because I love MC Crits, and I do love some other geeky rappers. I mean, I do like some rap, you know what I mean? I just don't really like a lot of the shit that was jammed down our throat. I just thought it was disgusting.
Yeah. That's pretty accurate. I feel like a radio kind of pushes some stuff that definitely has no business being on major airwaves. But
I mean, like, a lot of my friends cannot fucking stand Kid Cudi.
Oh my god.
Do you like Kid Cudi?
Not really.
Okay.
You like Kid Cudi?
I don't. What?
You like Kid Cudi?
I'm not familiar with a lot of his old stuff, but I really liked when they did a remix of his song for that vitamin water commercial.
Yeah.
And this other photographer that I met up with, a light guy for major concerts in the area, he told me what song it was. He liked the whole hip hop side. He was a photographer for hip hop artists. I was a photographer for anything but rap artists, you know.
Yeah.
And he gave me the CD for Kid Cudi, and I will say, even though his style is not as brash as what we've heard on the radio, or stuff that is linked to the radio but wasn't on the radio, like that Dirty South, chewed strop shit, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know, there was just something about Kid Cudi on that album. It just flowed pretty well with me. I just liked it. His voice was okay. I loved his voice on the fuck was it? Oh, can I cuss on this show?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, fuck it. Memories with David Guetta.
Yeah.
I mean, that song was great. That's why I even asked my friend for the album for the Kid Cudi, and
That's
I
true.
don't know, it's okay.
Cudi can sing. He's got a voice on him, you know.
It's a unique voice. There's some songs where he sounds great, and there's some songs you're like, dude, you're not really, you sound like shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm supposed to hang up or not.
What?
I feel like that's the way it is. John, you still there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, who do you like, man? What are you listening to?
Well, you know me. I listen to a little bit of everything too.
Yeah.
But I think if I was to pick one, I like more like the acoustic sounds.
Yeah.
I don't know like what you would really classify.
Yeah.
I don't know what but
Do you like Kid Cudi?
Kid Cudi?
Yeah.
He's all right.
He's all right.
I have a.
There's a commercial on my screen, Adam. Get it off. Get it off.
Tell no
I
one
guess
to pay
if
the
I
extra
guess if I was
$100.
to say that there's one genre that would be my least favorite, it would be like hip hop and rap. I mean, I listen to some of it, but there's some that I don't like too.
Yeah. Well, it's
So.
like anything. I mean, you're gonna like some stuff and you're not
Yeah,
gonna like others in
right.
the genre. Yeah.
Right, but I listen to a little bit of everything.
Hey, John.
Yeah,
What kind of acoustic music do you like?
acoustic.
Is that what you're saying earlier? Or trying to...
Anything
Percent,
really.
but
I just like the acoustic sound. I think you can understand like the song better, both
okay.
like both mentally and just like the way you hear it. But as for like an acoustic actual band, I think one of my favorites would be Lifehouse.
Lifehouse?
Yeah,
What?
I really like the way Jason writes lyrics.
All right. Hey, I haven't
So
really heard.
So you like Christian music, John?
What's that?
Do you like Christian music?
Yes, I do.
Ah, you ever heard of John Cox?
John Cox?
Yes.
No, I have not.
I don't know if he's still around. He opened up for Petra when I saw him years ago in concert.
Okay,
And-
I've heard of Petra.
Right, and all of his stuff, the rest of the band, plays regular instruments, and he plays acoustic. And it's like the most
Okay.
amazing acoustic rock I've ever heard in my life.
Okay. Would you say he's like the Christian Dashboard Confessional?
Is Dashboard Confessional Christian?
Yeah.
I did
Like
not
the
know that.
Dashboard-
That's probably why I don't like them. I'm just kidding.
Because that's
No,
another
I-
like acoustic. That's another acoustic style band I like is Dashboard Confessional.
You know what? I don't have anything to say about them. I think I've heard one or two of their songs on the radio, but it wasn't something that made me want to remember their name. Other than I've been a DJ for 15 years, so I know names. So I've never researched them. You say they're good?
Yeah. I mean, if you like acoustic style music, yeah. I mean, I don't think Josh, maybe you can help me out on this because I know you're deeper into music than me. But I don't believe Dashboard Confessional has any like metal type songs. I think they're more like a mellow acoustic type band.
Well, I mean, they They have recordings, a lot of recordings where they use like clean guitar rather than acoustic guitars. But as far as like distortion or anything like, no, they don't really have anything heavy that I've heard of.
It's fair to call them like an acoustic type band, right?
I guess, yeah. I mean, like they have some good songs, but I feel like Dashboard Confessional is a little bit more. God, I hate saying it because it sounds so bad, but I feel like it's a little more whiny than my tastes.
You said I was gonna say emo.
Yeah, well, yeah, emo. But I mean, it's just I don't know, man. I'm not really too into that sound. I mean, they have some great songs for sure, but I mean, that's the way it is, hit and miss with most artists. Hey, Buddha, you said you've been a DJ for a long time, man. Are you super familiar with artists in the area? I know you know a few of them at least.
I know a few of them, but I mean, I'm very fickle sometimes. I'm a very happy, nice guy, but I just don't get out that much. But a million people know me, but I don't really pay attention to too much what's underground local. I always find things that are underground elsewhere, outside of here.
Yeah.
I guess I just don't like my hometown.
Not a fan?
But anyway, what, you got a question?
Well, I'm just kind of curious, man. Like, I was just gonna see if you could maybe throw out a couple names of some people you know of around here that I should check out.
For what, music? I mean, any style in particular?
Well, anything really. Stylistically, I'm not gonna discriminate. Just anyone around here who has talent, who writes good music. You know.
Yes. There's a couple different ways you want to go about this. Let's start off where everyone can adjust to. A cover band, or a good rock band. Let's put it that way.
All right.
Not because I work for them, but you should go check out Sobriety X.
Sobriety X.
Sobriety X is the name of them, and I know what everyone thinks. Oh, it's covers. If you like it, you do. If you don't, you whatever. If you want to go, but something about this band. They just make things sound different. They play the same notes, you know what I'm saying, but they bump it up a fucking notch. It just sounds better when they play it.
Yes, sir. Some people just got that soul. You can just tell.
But they don't change. They don't change music because, trust me, I've tried to get them to play certain songs, and they're like, "Oh, it's two guitars, or that's this, or that's that." I'm like, "Well, if you got talent, you fucking make it work."
Yeah.
I mean, if a three-piece, washed-coat bass fiddle playing three-piece group can fucking play Gnarls Barkley Crazy, a four-piece rock band can cover anything.
I always think that sounds awesome when people do those like off-the-wall instrumentations.
Dude, I don't know if they're still around. That's another band to look up. They're called Downtown Possum.
Downtown Possum.
I haven't seen them in a few years, but man, they're the ones who did Gnarls Barkley Crazy, played it on a fiddle, and the bass. I mean, the whole band was awesome, man. You got to check it out. They got a little twang to them.
Kick ass, man. I love it. I'll have to check that out.
Downtown Possum. Of course, you know what I imbibe by, so I can't remember all the songs they played. I just know that one because it was like, that's the one you tell your friends, dude, you gotta go fucking see it,
Yeah. Hey, either of you guys ever seen the YouTube video? And I'm sure they're an actual band, but they did that Gautier song, but it's like 4 people on one guitar.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet, right? Yeah, Frodo's in there shaking his head.
The 2 people playing the guitar.
I think there's a guy like hand drumming on the side of it too. Like, that's pretty sweet, man.
It looks like one might be jerking one off, but I mean, there's 4 arms, and
There's a straight arm in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I feel like there was
a chick in there too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like there was a chick in that video, but I don't remember seeing any girl hands on the guitar. So you never know, right?
Never know. Damn, man. I don't even know what bands are doing original music anymore, man. It's not local. It's a little north of, it's in North Florida somewhere. I gotta look it up for you. They're called Chroma.
Chroma?
Chroma, Chroma, Chroma. If you like some kind of fusion-type music, you know, a drummer, a guitarist, maybe a little bit of Santana dashed in with some Coltrane or some weird shit, that's them. Some of the band graduated with me from the Chamberlain.
Awesome. I'll have to check them out. What was the name again?
Chroma, Chroma.
All right. Starting a little list here, man. I'll have to do it because I got to find this. I got to learn this Tampa Bay area and figure out these artists.
Well, yeah, I think that one you're not going to be able to see unless you go to North Florida.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of local. It's just outside of Orlando and Kissimmee.
All right.
Or it's in Kissimmee, but they come to Tampa quite often for big shows. It's a prog metal band called Seven Kingdoms.
Seven Kingdoms.
Yes, you spell it out, Seven Kingdoms.
Cool.
And the female voice singing on this heavy metal.
Nice.
You know,
I kind of like that.
Beautiful.
I like the female voice with the heavy metal.
It's very nice.
Cool.
And I've shot them many a time. As a matter of fact, they opened up for Camelot. That's right, Camelot. If you know who they are.
No, I don't actually, but I can look them up too.
Camelot is actually from Florida, but they are not famous here, really. They are. They spread like fire over in Europe. You know what I mean? Outside of America, they are like fucking gods.
Yeah.
So
nice, man. I feel like that's a bit of credibility. Sometimes if you're not popular in America, but you spread really far around the world elsewhere, sometimes that means you're better. I feel like the American audience.
We kind of got a level cap on this country.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, a lot of our audience, I mean, they want that sugary sweet pop. They don't want anything that's super, in depth. So, hey, I'm gonna throw gonna throw to a song by the Guest Stars, one of my favorite my friend's bands up in Lansing. It's called Jackie O, and just want to play this song so you guys can hear it. But when we come back, I think I'm going to have my fiance Sarah on the line and kind of chat with her for a minute about some things. But, yeah, thanks for calling in, guys. I definitely appreciate it. And, Buddha, I don't have your number. I will have to get that. Obviously, you're not going to put it out on the air, but I will have
Yeah, no, but no, I'll see you soon.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Cool. So this is...
Don, it was good meeting you. Level 3, awesome show, man. Fucking great show so far. I like the discussion about everything.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. And definitely
like my show, but not as anal.
What's up?
I said you're kind of like my show, but not as anal and angry as I am.
I'll get there.
Yeah, that's what it does for you in the fucking industry.
We'll work on it. But, yeah, man, thanks for calling. Definitely got to get your number. It's been a pleasure. I was glad to be on your show, man. Definitely felt at home. You're great people.
Thanks, man. Thank you very much. You too.
Cool. So this is the Guest Stars with Jackie O. It's a great song off one of the demos that they have. They got a numerous demos and things like that. I think they put out a recent album, but I'm trying to get them to release it. I'm not sure if they're going to break the band up or what the hell's going on, but Jackie O, give it a listen. We'll be back in a few.
Inside you, deep inside me, hide to wait.
Awesome. We're back, Level 3 Radio. That was Jackie O from the Guest Stars. They are a Lansing, Michigan band. They're definitely my favorite local band. Local to me, I suppose, because I'm from there. But they're definitely my favorite, like, under-the-radar band. They're just amazing. And the intro music that you heard is a song called Zipper Down Angelina. And the song you hear at the end of the show is actually from them, too. It's called Big House. So, yeah. Do we have Sarah? Oh.
Crap,
Get
we
close.
lost her.
Oh, no.
I'll call her back.
Okay, thanks. Cool. Yeah, so we're back. We're on Level 3 Radio. Once again, now part of the Nerdcore Radio Network. Check us out at nerdcoreradio.com on the whole entire Talkwad broadcast, talkwad.com. These guys are awesome. Fantastic organization. Definitely glad to be a part of it. And yeah, man, I'm super stoked. I got Frodo, I got Buddha starting to join the family here. Frodo during the break was just telling me a little bit about the some other shows that I can definitely check out to learn about the local acts and figure it out. The Where's the Party show, and a show that may be over, but I'm going to check it out. It's called the Tour Bus. So definitely some more things within the Talkwad family. Trying to get Sarah on the line here so we can chat with her for a minute before the show's over. This thing goes by so fast. Sarah, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Hey, babe. Sorry, the show goes by so fast. It's crazy.
I know. Well, apparently I tried calling in, and it went to the Tampa studio.
Oh, yikes. Perhaps we have the wrong number on the webpage or something. I don't know.
No, the guy I talked to said it was the right number, but for some reason they were having difficulties patching it through. But I'm here.
Yes. Welcome, Sarah, Matt Miller, soon to be Peak. Yay.
Yeah.
Cool. So there's actually a couple things that I wanted to talk to you about. So I do have some news breaks that I thought pertained directly to some things that would make you laugh.
Okay.
Okay. So so the first news break, I saw there was a 19-year-old arrested for stealing beer, cigarettes, snacks, and energy drinks from a store, right? He caused about $2,500 worth of damage, but he gained a lifetime worth of being called the Cheeto Bandit. When the police found him by a trail of Cheetos. He accidentally punctured a bag. Frodo, did you hear about this? No, he accidentally punctured a bag of Cheetos because he's stealing all this junk food. And the police actually found like a bunch of Cheetos on the ground. And then out in the parking lot, they found him where he got in his car. And they located his car, which was actually like down the street by a bag of Cheetos, a bunch of them on the floor or on the ground.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, and they were around his door, too. Pretty funny, right?
That's hilarious. Sounds a little bit like the Sticky Bandit from Home Alone.
Absolutely. This guy needs to go to jail and tell everybody, that's the Cheeto Bandit, remember?
That's C.
Awesome. Big fan of that one. And then here's one I thought maybe even like more. So, news break. You know IBM's Watson. Have we talked about that before?
No. What?
The supercomputer made by IBM, its name is Watson. It's the one that played Jeopardy.
Oh, okay. Maybe I've kind of heard of this. So, yeah.
Okay, so it's a supercomputer that IBM built, and it's supposed to learn the language and be able to talk to people and things like that. They're trying to increase, because it kicked the snot out of everybody at Jeopardy. So they're trying to increase. They're trying to increase its capability by letting it learn slang. So they tried to get it on Urban Dictionary, learning all those things. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
And so here's the funny thing, though. It kind of failed. So now their next step is they're trying to make it a diagnostic tool for hospitals. And I was just wondering if you maybe thought of any sort of parody or any sort of connection to Idiocracy.
I was just going to say that, but then when you were saying that it was going to be used for diagnostics, I kind of had a thought about Ollie, the weather guy, and instead of it being like, they're asking him, Ollie, what's the weather going to be like? Everybody looks like ants from the helicopter or whatever. They could be like, you're sick. Thanks, Ollie. But yeah, it did make me think of Idiocracy.
Yeah, so you remember that scene, though, right, in Idiocracy, when they're like, this one goes in your mouth and this one goes in your butt?
Yes.
Yes. Awesome.
Excellent.
Yeah, pretty pumped about that. So, let's see. There were a couple things I wanted to talk about with you. So, next week, I actually will not be here, but I wanted to bring it up for the listeners. Next Thursday is Flicks and Food Trucks. It's over in Tampa at the Grand Central at Kennedy, 1208 East Kennedy Boulevard. You can go to tampabaymarkets.com to check it out. They do have microbrews, live music, short films, and it's awesome. We were there last time, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, we were. It was a lot of fun.
Awesome. What was your favorite part?
I just loved the whole atmosphere of it. It was really laid back. They had awesome food, and we went to hang out with Sasha and Mike, and we loved looking at everybody bringing out their dogs.
Yeah, it's pretty
That was
sweet.
pretty
It's
fun,
dog
too.
friendly.
So they're pet friendly.
Yeah. Everybody bring your dogs out. Go check out Flicks and Food Trucks. It's a great time. If there's I won't get to be there this month, but because like I said, I'll be in Michigan. But next month when I'm down here, maybe if it's a good band, I'll try and get them on the show.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, oh, Sarah, what's going on? What are you up to?
Well, I was working on schoolwork, and then I decided to give up for the night. You hit that point where you just can't work anymore.
Absolutely, there is that wall. Sarah, you're finishing up your PhD.
Trying.
Oh, you're gonna get it, but I'm
Yeah.
not sure how. How I landed this girl as my fiance. I'm not sure how I tricked you into saying yes, but this girl is gonna be a PhD in. I'm still to this day struggling with it. Is it comparative medicine and integrative biology?
That's correct.
Bam! On the nose. I'm a good future husband.
Yes, you are.
There you go. That is difficult.
You got the title down now.
Absolutely. After a while, at first when people asked me what it was in, I would just be like, science.
You could just say immunology. That's a lot easier, and that's essentially what I do.
I just went with science. I'm bad.
You could at least say biology. Science is really big.
I know, right? I was really, and then I think actually the first time someone asked me, I just said science, and the time after that, I think I just said, she integrative something. She looks at cells.
Yes, there you go. That leads them to biology, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Well, definitely want to talk with you a little bit more next time, but the show is kind of wrapping up, so I believe we're gonna go to the outro song. Just kind of wanted to talk about it for a second here. It is the guest stars with Big House. I'm gonna play actually the full version of this song because it is the first episode, but in the future this is just gonna be like a short clip. So, but yeah, I'm gonna play the full version of Big House. It's only a few minutes long, and that'll be wrapping up the show. Sarah, thank you so much for coming on. I'll talk to you after the show.
Thanks. See ya.
All right. Yep. Bye. Cool. So check it out. I'm definitely going to be digging and finding some more things to do in Tampa Bay. So check out the show. We'll be talking about that, having some artists on, and having a good time. So it's all about spreading the best. Thanks for tuning in. It's Level 3 Radio on the Nerdcore Radio Network. Thanks to Talkwad. Thanks to Frodo, Nolan, Buddha, John, Sarah, everybody. Good on y'all. Have a great night.
Shannon said I couldn't swim in the ocean, so she couldn't get in to me. She's on a one-way trip to California. She's gonna live by the sea. Andrea left me alone and crying, but Janie made me feel like I was dying. I spent 2 whole summers just trying to get my life back. She never came around, I doubt she cared, but